all starts with a good story, and myself and my colleagues, we had read this book, me and Orson Welles, and we're sort of thinking, could this make a movie? It's a hard movie to make. You know, it's the kind of movie they don't make anymore. But, you know, we got lucky and was able to go through the process and find the right actors and everything. But it's really just about the story. I thought it was a wonderful historical, you know, recreation of certain moment in Welles's life and theater history and all that. And kind of a nice little fictional story around it, too.
It was great. A very relaxed environment, but very, very specific. You know, like, we had this whole 1937 look that we had to achieve. From the sets to, you know, our props to, you know, the music and the feel and everything. And Rick was very meticulous in that approach.
Well, I think for Zac's career, it's just one more step in what's going to be a long chain of films, you know. So it was fun to work with Zac, knowing like I'm catching him in a really young part of his career, because I think he's going to have that long career. He's a real leading man. He's got a lot of charisma. He's really smart, works really hard. He's like a good guy too. So I don't know. I came out so impressed with him.
100%. This was very much like my intro to all acting and everything was theater. And I got to be honest, most of the stuff that happens to my character in this movie I've been through, and maybe not quite as cool as he did it, but you know, the nuts and bolts are all there.
Well, I don't know. Every story kind of takes you into a different place. You know, it depends on what your goals are, what your mood is, what you're trying to do. I think a couple years ago I had two films came out. It was Scanner Darkly and Fast Food Nation. They're both pretty dark. You know, it was like the bummer year for to have those two films. So maybe, I don't know. It's just, it was fun to do a film that has a light, kind of a lighter quality to it that has, you know, it's very likable and, I don't know, more charming, I guess.
I was definitely influenced by Citizen Kane at a young age. I mean, that was when I watched it, you know, 16, with very little perspective on film at all. And even I was taken aback by it. I appreciated what was done. I didn't really know what was going on in the movie, but it was incredible to look at.
Yeah, I think every filmmaker is a fan. To what degree he influences or how much you actually like the movies. I mean, he's kind of the Zeus of, you know, of filmmakers. You know, he's way up there. So, yeah, you know, I've seen all of his movies and numerous times. You know, obviously, some of them I've seen more than I would even almost be embarrassed to admit.